What's up, y'all? It's your girl Keitha Kentucky, and I'm here to do Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 6, Episode 2. Y'all know I don't give a shit. It's a lot of fuck shit going on in Atlanta, I'll tell you that much. Kirk and Rashida, as she told in the first episode, she has had it up to here with Kirk's shit already. That's not even with the newfound rumors that are being swirled around the town. Carly can't wait to get her hands on that shit. That's all she's been good for, and that's what we love her for. But either way, Kirk and Rashida's going through shit, and it's all coming out the wash right now. So we could tell that this season is going to be seeing how they're going to handle it. Because if you pay attention to any of the blogs, like the Shade Room or Baller Alert, you already know, we already been privy to the information about Kirk having a love child out there. So we're just going to be paying attention as viewers on how this matter is going to be taken care of. Now, Mama D, she's feeling some type of way about her husband and his relationship with her mom. Mama D, I talked about this, but Mama D has given us the best glow up of all the Love and Hip Hop franchises, if you will, because the first season she looked an absolute mess, and now she looks real good. She's actually going forth with the music, and you know what I really fuck with In That Order. In That Order is classic. On my Spotify, I might pop it up every once in a while when I want to get my legs lashes man. Can't forget about my edges. Look, she done got a few streams from me, that's all I'm saying. She started her husband, and she feels like he acts like a kid for as old as both them Negroes is. This is really unnecessary, right? But we don't go through, we're gonna ride with this. Scrappy, him and Bam is going through shit. If y'all paid attention to last season, he actually proposed to Bambi, but it looks like it's just not gonna work out. But we watched several seasons of him go back and forth with Erica, which they have a lot more history and they have a kid together. So I'm trying to find out why Bam thought this Negro is gonna, like, he was gonna change his mind and give up the game and do the right thing for the most part. He just ain't. He ain't built for that. And let's talk about what is on your head, Scrappy. Can we? So in the beginning of the episode, Jocelyn and Stevie had a sit down. She really wants him to go ahead and do this DNA test because she just feels like she doesn't want to go through the whole child support issue with Stevie, or so she says at the meeting anyways. She gives us all the acting teas. She's been in acting. She's been on Star. If y'all haven't been looking at Star, I know some people ain't feeling that series, but I dibble or dabble with that every once in a while. It's actually alright, I mean, if you're into that type of shit. She basically sat down, tried to get the emotion out of Stevie so that he would pretty much do what she wanted him to do, and that's the DNA test to confirm that he is the father of her child. She's been doing this by herself, and that, being pregnant by yourself is real hard and whatnot. And we feel some kind of sympathy for Jocelyn, but she kind of put it on herself. She was doing a lot last summer, that's all I'll say. Stevie warms up to Jocelyn, and they come to terms with something that they can work out as far as doing the DNA test. We could later find out that Jocelyn was pretty much about the bullshit when she's talking to her friend, and she basically just wants him to just go ahead and take care of it, just so she can clear her name, if you will. But I don't think child support is out the window. So we get introduced to two new characters. One, and y'all gonna have to forgive me because I don't remember all the names. Kirk's side chick. We get introduced to her as well as her boyfriend. Her boyfriend, Rodney, who I happen to remember his name, but he gets locked up. She ends up, going out on him and, having this relationship with Kirk, and ends up getting pregnant. She ends up going to jail to let him know what's going on with that relationship, but Roddy doesn't leave her, but instead they pretty much blackmail this Negro into some extortion shit. Basically, we gonna keep this low pro if you gonna slide us the bill money at the end of the month. That's all we asking for. It was cool up until she blasted all her information at the bar last week, as we saw on that last episode. She don't really know what to do because everything's about to come down. Everything's been exposed, and now she's trying to figure out how she's supposed to deal with this, both of them together. The Messy two, and they kind of belong to each other, but like I said, the blogs and the social media, like Instagram accounts, they ruin everything, because now Carly Red fucking with Caesar from Black Ink Crew. And I'm like, how did Caesar then got him a new grill and just start not acting right, I guess. You know, you gotta move forward from chapped lips and moved on to, you know, deflated booty cheeks at this point. I guess that's how Caesar maneuvers. But getting back to the topic. Jock goes to speak with Rodney. Carly goes to speak to baby mama. That's what I'm gonna call it, because I forgot her name. And this is where production and the editing and everything has gotten super up here in comparison to the last seasons, because we're going back and forth between the conversations between Jock and his dude and Carly, and they basically all just trying to round up some tea in order to, you know, provide proof, or better, you know, they're just meddling, really. There's no reason for them to be doing all this shit, but you know, they got to be extra. So either way, we're going back and forth between Carly and her conversation and Jack and his, and they're basically confirming, and they have tea and receipts on everything that's happened to confirm that, you know, she's not lying about this kid being Kirk's. And, you know, they seemingly both got as much information as they needed to see that she ain't fucking around here. Towards the end of the episode, Carly Rae meets up with Rashida, who looks gorgeous, by the way. She must have did something about them daggone them bags that K Michelle was talking about. She looks a lot better in the face, and her outfit was looking real nice too. But anyways, get back to the conversation. So Carly goes to meet up with Rashida, and she pretty much spills all the tea about everything going on with Kirk and his love child. And at first, you know, just like all of us, if any of us were to sit down with Carly Red, we would assume that it's all bullshit and just rumors. And Rashida thought that at first, but she had to basically say, you know, you got to be a fucked up individual to come at me with some shit like this and not have no tea or receipts. So I'm going to take your word for it. So how we end up leaving off on this episode is Rashida and Kirk are having to sit down, and she let him know that you might want to pray over this food, because you don't know what I didn't put in this food. Listen, you fucked up. And so that's pretty much where we left off, is the confrontation between Kirk and Rashida and everything that's going on with them. I'm trying to find out if I left anything out. Let me think real quick. I think that's it. We gonna stick with it because we gonna see it eventually, and we gonna see how everything plays out. Now, I don't pay attention or follow. I don't think I follow Rashida or anybody, so I don't know if they even still together at this point. But I'm hearing that those rumors are very true and not scripted, because we all know we're just loyal followers at this point. You got to know this shit is scripted, but we're just here for the show. That's it. We know Mona. We don't gotta play no more games. I'll see you guys next week. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all soon.